Imagine visiting a famous landmark, only to find it's vanished. Today, we're exploring then and now, photos of iconic tourist attractions that no longer exist. Wawoma Tree, Yosemite National Park, California, USA. In 1881, a tunnel was carved through this 2,100-year-old sequoia in Mariposa Grove, Yosemite. By the 1910s, it was a tourist favorite. Even President Theodore Roosevelt visited in 1903. Sadly, the tree fell during the harsh winter of 1969, likely weakened by the tunnel. Today, no new tunnels are made to protect these ancient giants. Pink and white terraces, Lake Rotomahana, New Zealand. Once dubbed the eighth wonder of the world, New Zealand's pink and white terraces vanished in 1886 when Mount Tarawera erupted. Today, Lake Rotomahana remains stunning, while researchers debate the terrace's true location, adding mystery to the area's natural beauty. Crystal Palace, London, UK. The Crystal Palace, a Victorian marvel of glass and steel, was built in 1851 for London's Hyde Park, then moved to Penge Place, where it stood for 82 years. Its grounds hosted roller coasters, festivals, and even model dinosaurs. In 1936, a mysterious fire consumed the palace. Today, remnants like terraces and sphinxes remain in Crystal Palace Park. The Azure Window in Gozo, Malta, featured in Game of Thrones and other films, was formed by the collapse of a coastal cave, likely in the 19th century. In March of 2017, the iconic arch collapsed, but it now attracts scuba divers, adding new intrigue underwater. The Old Man of the Mountain, New Hampshire, USA. The Old Man of the Mountain, a natural rock profile in New Hampshire, stood for 12,000 years before collapsing in May 2003. Locals mourned their fallen icon, building a memorial at its base. Its absence leaves a void in the once familiar landscape. In Afghanistan's Bamiyan Valley, two massive Buddhas once towered over the landscape, carved in the 6th century with the tallest reaching 180 feet. In 2001, the Taliban reduced them to rubble. Today, only empty alcoves remain, haunting reminders of what was lost. Efforts to rebuild sparked debate, with holograms briefly reviving their memory in the void. Bolivia's Chacaltaya Glacier, once home to the world's highest ski resort, melted away by 2009 due to climate change. Though skiing is no longer possible, the mountain still attracts adventurers eager to conquer its challenging summit and take in breathtaking views. UK Brighton's West Pier, once a lively hub of concerts and seaside fun since 1866, now stands as a ghostly shell. Closed in 1975 after years of decline, it was battered by storms and ravaged by a mysterious 2003 fire. Yet, its haunting silhouette against the waves continues to captivate photographers and spark curiosity about its storied past. Central Park Casino, New York. Once Central Park's hottest after-dark destination, this lavish casino thrived during Prohibition. Torn down in 1935 for being too exclusive, its site became Rumsey Playfield, now hosting concerts and events, keeping Central Park's vibrant spirit alive. Penn Station, New York City, USA. Opened in 1910, the original Penn Station was a Beaux Arts masterpiece with pink granite and vaulted glass windows. Its construction displaced thousands from the Tenderloin neighborhood. Demolished in 1962 due to high costs, the current underground station struggles with growing passenger numbers, leading to expansion plans. Next up is Six Flags New Orleans. Six Flags thrilled visitors from 2000 until Hurricane Katrina's devastation in 2005 left it abandoned. The park's eerie ruins became movie backdrops for films like Jurassic World, but redevelopment plans now aim to breathe new life into the site. Next up is Guaíra Falls, Paraguay, and Brazil. Less than 40 years ago, Guaíra Falls straddled the Paraguay-Brazil border, mesmerizing visitors with its 375-foot drop across 18 cascades. In 1982, the falls were dynamited to build the Itaipu Dam, now one of the world's largest hydroelectric plants. It powers much of Paraguay and Brazil, but the loss of such a natural wonder remains controversial. Euston Arch, London. This Greek-style arch stood as a grand entrance to London's Euston Station from 1837 until its controversial demolition in the 1960s. Remnants survive, including its grand gates, but despite public campaigns, the historic arch has never been rebuilt. The Hippodrome Theater, New York City, USA. A century ago, 1126th Avenue in New York was home to the Grand Hippodrome, a 5,200-seat theater that made live shows accessible to all. Opened by Frederick Thompson and Elmer Scipio Dundee, it dazzled audiences but couldn't survive mounting costs. Closing in 1939, it was soon demolished, replaced in the 1960s by a car park and office building. Palmyra, Homs, Syria. Palmyra, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, once showcased Greco-Roman, Persian, and Arabian architecture. In 2015, ISIS destroyed parts of it, including the Temple of Bel and Arch of Victory. Now, following an agreement between Syria and Russia's Stone Industry Association, restoration is underway, using a 3D model created from over 55,000 aerial photos. Royal Opera House, Valletta, Malta. Valletta's Royal Opera House, built in the 1860s, was a neoclassical gem, attracting top artists. However, in 1873, a fire ravaged its interior. Though restored, it was bombed during World War II, leaving it in ruins. After decades of vacancy, architect Renzo Piano transformed the site into an open-air venue where music lovers now enjoy swing, jazz, and opera amidst the surviving columns. Porcelain Tower, Nanjing, China. Nanjing's Porcelain Tower stood for 400 years before rebels destroyed it during the Taiping Rebellion. In 2015, it was reborn as a sleek steel and glass pagoda, funded by billionaire Wang Jianlin. Today, it stands beside a futuristic Buddhist museum, blending past and present. Sutro Baths, San Francisco, USA. San Francisco once housed the world's largest indoor swimming complex with 7 pools and room for 10,000 people. Demolished in 1964 and destroyed by fire in 1966, only its foundations remain, drawing walkers to its cliffside site with stunning ocean views. Wat Sri Sufan Chedi, Chiang Mai. Part of Chiang Mai's revered Silver Temple, this 16th-century golden stupa collapsed in 2022 after heavy rains weakened its foundation. The disaster unearthed hidden relics, including glass and bronze Buddha statues, adding intrigue to the sacred site. Duckbill Rock Formation, Oregon, USA. Duckbill Rock once drew tourists to Oregon's Cape Kiwanda, standing around 7 feet tall for millions of years. In 2016, vandals toppled the sandstone hoodoo. Though the iconic formation is gone, Cape Kiwanda still offers stunning Pacific views and outdoor adventures. Vidam Park, Budapest, Hungary. Budapest's Vidam Park thrilled visitors for decades, with historic rides like the 1922 City Wave Roller and a 1906 carousel. Declining attendance led to its 2013 closure, with parts absorbed by the city's zoo, though the beloved carousel remains, preserving a piece of its magic. Jump Off Joe, Newport. This towering sea stack at Nye Beach drew crowds in the 19th century. However, jetty construction hastened erosion, causing Jump Off Joe to crumble into the sea in 1916. Today, only scattered rocks remain, hinting at the once majestic landmark. Wall Arch in Utah. One of Arches National Park's largest stone spans, Wall Arch stretched 71 feet along Devil's Garden Trail. Erosion caused its sudden collapse in 2008. Though the arch is gone, the park's striking landscapes continue to awe adventurers and hikers alike.